10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 50. Gun. That's the pass.
To throw again. Wilson. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
Wilson's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 on the Seahawks' 16-yard line.
Slow down. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. 58, right over there.
Play action. It's Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Seahawks nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
55 mark, guys, 55. Hey, keep it up.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
From the 5, 3rd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Makes the score.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
A lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Coleman, the ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
And 5 yards to go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Coleman, the ball carrier.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
With the score, Browns.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they face a difficult 3rd and 12 coming up. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
16-yard line.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
54, right there, 54, Mike. Here we go.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on 3rd down for the Browns. And even 60 yards. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Check Mike 54. Touch 50. Easy.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Number 26.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Brought down at the
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Up that down for a win in the defense's column.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
He's tackled.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 9 yards.
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Shaquill Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Houston's pass thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, 1 set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got one. 54.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
54 right there. 54 Mike. Hey, I'm coming.
On 1st down, Wilson. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Watch the curve. Go 14. 1 set. Check Mike 54.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
We ain't giving him nothing.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
Seahawks.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Not much there, only a yard. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Coleman, the ball carrier.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 4. And it's
Hurts sets up to throw it. Got a man, Slayton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
18 on the play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Coleman, the ball carrier.
You know that old expression, it's not my night.
Barnett.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Seahawks.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tackle made at the
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. 2nd down. Here's Jalen Hurts. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
5 at the 25-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Wilson eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
3-yard line.
Now Wilson on first down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
By the Seahawks.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson looking downfield for Godwin. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Second down. Here's Hurts. That's complete to Slayton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And He'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Again, the ball carrier.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Complete.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create, and if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. It's Coleman here, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
Jerry Jeudy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Seahawks 17. Browns 13.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Charles, there's something special about one of those big D linemen bringing it in. Off the tip there, really nice coordination.
Very much so, and I think what we've seen, and I'm going to put it in about the last 5 years, maybe a little bit longer, coaches placing a bigger emphasis on ball drills, even for defensive linemen, because possession is so key. When you got a chance to take one away, you want people comfortable with the football, and it paid off there.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They will run again with Coleman. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They're going option play on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Javon Kinlaw. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To try again after the sack. Wilson. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now Wilson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson, sliding out of the pocket. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. He'll look to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Throwing now is Wilson. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. He's back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
3rd and 12.
Play action. It's Wilson. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Will Lutz lining up for the point out.
I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them. An absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a